please wear a face mask when you go out and you're in public, when you're around people. I ask that you please put on a face mask. That you put on a face mask in order to protect yourselves. Now, it's been a few years since a certain something happened all across the world. And people are acting as though it's gone, as if that never happened, as if it no longer exists. The big C. But it does still exist. And you need to protect yourselves from getting it, from repeated bouts with it, of it, from being exposed again and again and again. You need to protect yourselves, even with the vaccines. Whether you have the vaccine, you have gotten them, and the boosters, or you haven't. Please wear a mask. You need to protect yourself. There are things about it that you're not hearing about. People are developing something called long C, where they'll catch it, their body will clear it, but there are things that are still going on within them that, well, the things within them that are still happening, it's some pretty serious stuff. And they have the lingering effects of those things for a long time. And there isn't really any kind of treatment for those things. And it's not only that, long C. People are also developing autoimmune disorders, conditions, because of catching C. See, what happens is, it's sort of like playing roulette every time you catch it. It's not like the outcome is going to be fixed. You're going to get better. It's going to go away. Everything is going to be perfectly fine and like it was before you caught it. No, that's not how it's been happening. And scientists and researchers, they've been studying this for a while now, and they've been trying to raise alarm bells about it. You don't want to catch it again and again and again. You don't want to have to go through repeated bouts with it, because each time that happens, the chances of, well, that roulette and something really bad coming from it, like you developing an autoimmune disorder like POTS, which a lot of people have. Within the past few years, they've suddenly developed POTS. And POTS is something which doctors don't even know how to treat it or how to recognize it. A few years ago, prior to COVID, if you had POTS and you went to a doctor, they would do the test, the normal test. There aren't really definitive tests for POTS. And they would say the test came back fine. I don't know what to tell you. The test came back perfectly fine. And people who suffer from things like that, like POTS, well, they would feel like the doctor doesn't believe them, that they're experiencing some kind of sickness, and it would seem like the doctor thinks it's all in their head. It's like anxiety or something like that. But it's not all in their head. More and more people are developing POTS. And the link, maybe it's not out there as of yet, it's not stated widely, but the link is COVID. It's that roulette that is played when you catch COVID. And the cellular damage, it leaves cellular damage within the body. There are so many things they've seen. But it's as though the information about it, the news, even though they have been trying to raise alarm bells and red flags, it hasn't been going anywhere. It hasn't been getting out. People haven't been hearing about this. You should really wear a mask. Please wear a mask to protect yourselves. I've seen different things. I've seen one guy who he was no longer able to walk because he developed POTS, and he was wheelchair bound. He was perfectly healthy before. Then he became wheelchair bound. There's someone else that I remember seeing. She was perfectly fine. And once it happened for her, she was pretty much bedridden after that. She spent, I think, like 18 hours a day plus in bed for a long time. And more recently, within the past few years, she's been getting better. But it all started with C. This one in mind, she has a YouTube channel, a science channel. Her name is Physics Girl. She stopped making videos. I believe it's Physics Girl. She stopped making videos because of this, because of what happened to her, and she put out some things trying to raise awareness of it. Repeated bouts of COVID. It's not good. It's not good to catch it again and again and again. You don't want to develop an autoimmune condition, long chronic fatigue syndrome. There's a wide range of symptoms that come with these things. a wide range. Like physics girl who she became bedridden. Or another thing that happens with people, they develop brain fog. And it's so bad that they can no longer work. Shortness of breath. You can look it up if you'd like. But I ask that you please wear a face mask to protect yourselves. This isn't I have a healthy immune system. No. You need to wear a face mask to protect yourself. Because this is and has been happening to people with perfectly healthy immune systems. Athletes. It's been happening to a lot of people. There's a lot of research out there. You just have to look around and you'll find it. It's not being mentioned by our government and the news. And of course the health insurance companies they're not going to want to acknowledge it. If you're in America, you know what I'm talking about. They're not going to want to, you know how they are with treating things, expanding cure in America. And it's not just about protecting yourself, it's about protecting others as well. In America, it became a political thing, wearing a mask. It should have never been a political thing ever to begin with. Never should have been a thing. But it became a thing. And just like how you're wearing a mask to protect yourself, you need to wear a mask to protect other people. To protect others from, by protecting yourself, you're protecting them. You're protecting others. Even with the vaccines as well, there are people who, if they catch C, it's very hard on them. They have a rough time with it. People with weakened immune systems, the elderly, people who are fighting other things themselves. Maybe they have a weakened immune system from cancer or some other thing. Chemotherapy, they're on it, they took it. Maybe they received an organ from someone else. It's not just about protecting yourself, it's also about protecting others. There was a certain political party, the one that made mask wearing, not wearing masks. It was their side. And a lot of people on that side, they say things like they're Christian. That they go to church. Agape means to put the needs of others above your own. What's best for them, not for you, but for them, for someone else. I think what do you think Jesus would want you to do? What do you think Jesus would do if he had the opportunity to wear a mask to protect others? I think even if he was a little inconvenienced by it, maybe it made it a little harder for him to breathe, I think he'd wear the mask. That's what I think he'd do. I don't think he'd look at it as a restriction of his freedom. And see, by protecting yourself, you're protecting others by not catching it in the first place. Please wear a face mask and 95 or better. Be well and go in peace.